Mr. Blair, state your name for the record.
Cedric Blair.
Judge, we're asking for an adjournment in this matter.
You have his violation from the second.
I do, Your Honor.
Let's address that.
Okay. Your Honor, I do understand that the violation report indicates a number of missed tests as well as a number of positive tests on the SoberLink device. And I see also that there was a missed test on 129, and the test before that on the 22nd was positive. I've had an opportunity to speak with my client about this. Mr. Blair has, he was very upfront with me. He wants to be very upfront with the court. He has admitted that he has been struggling. He states that he has been trying to do this on his own, but it's clearly something that he cannot. I've spoken with him about all of the options available. We're going to ask, I do have, it's on the printer, but I can submit.
Is he admitting to the violation?
He will be admitted to the violation.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I do have a release to treatment order drafted up if the court would be willing to sign that. I've explained to him the benefits of a lot of the treatment facilities that Washtenaw County offers, or at least we're able to get him to. And he says that he wants to take a serious attempt at this. He's looking to reunite with his 18-year-old daughter, and he wants to be the best version of himself when he does that.
If I may, I'd also like to add that I have 2 different interviews coming up. And if it's somehow that I am able to walk out of here without going to treatment, I mean, treatment is definitely an option, but could we maybe, I would suggest an alcohol tethered versus the SoberLink, because I have actually forgotten this in places before, which is why I missed a couple tests and whatnot. But that would be.
Well, the missed tests don't bother me as much as your positive test. And the SoberLink doesn't, or the Scram doesn't necessarily help with that. We got to find a way to get your addiction under control and to really have you fulfill what your counsel's indicated is probably the most admirable thing you want to do, and that is be the best version of yourself for your daughter. All right. If that requires me to not let you walk out of here, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, because I think you want to do that. And I just looking at the best way to do it. You had a number of, you were really slipping. And I'm not, in saying that, I'm not saying that you weren't trying. I think that you were. You just have come to the realization you can't do it yourself.
I'd also like to add, if I may, another thing of that for my stress is trying to find employment. And I have, like I said, I have an interview today at 1:00, and I have an interview at Biggs tomorrow. That was part of my stress and my basis for not coming to drop. I called the number, but if I didn't have the money, I didn't come. Because, I mean, I had to collect bottles just to get the bus fare down here for them to tell me, well, if you don't have the money, then you can't drop anyway. So it's like, it was a catch-22. So I was like, I've even put my applications in at McDonald's so I can at least have the money to pay for my drug screens. And there was no one to borrow from or nothing. Like, I have no one.
Yeah. All right. What I'm going to do is I'll adjourn this probable cause over to March 5th, 2026 at 9. At this point, based upon the violations and that he's admitted to those violations, I'm going to cancel the bench warrant that's out there. But I'm going to revoke his bond and remand the defendant to custody. I will sign the order regarding release.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll have that submitted to the court right away.
I apologize, Your Honor. What's March 5th?
March 5th.
Can you please state your name for the record?
Edward Bruce. How are you, sir?
Hi. Are you a Chiefs fan?
And
I'm.
I wasn't born
Show-
and raised.
show 'em what you got on-
What?
It depends on if you are.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
Show them what you have. Show them what you have on under that.
But I got this just in case.
Oh, okay, all right, well, okay, that'll work.
Your Honor, we are here for a plea today.
All right, I have a form that indicates he's going to plead to an added count 2 of retail fraud second, the 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That is the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
That is our understanding as well, Your Honor. And is that your understanding?
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Brooks?
Yes, yes,
May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand.
Other right hand.
Sorry, man.
He's a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Edward Gross.
Sir, it is the court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the 2nd degree. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court cost. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5 on that form. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as other rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
Not-
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
I am a Chiefs fan, but that doesn't count. No, Your Honor.
Has
No,
anybody threatened you or coerced you?
no,
into
Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will
Yes, Your Honor.
and because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
October 8th, 2025, at the location of 3825 Carpenter Road, in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What'd you do at the Meijer store that makes you think that you're guilty?
Your Honor, may I?
Yes, please.
You were at the Meijer store on that date and time? And while inside the store, did you take or move sports, trading cards, and grocery items that belong to the Meijer?
Yes.
And at the time you did that, you had not paid for the merchandise, is that correct? And when you took or moved the merchandise, did you intend to take it without paying for it?
Mm.
And you understood that the merchandise belonged to the store and not to you, correct?
Yes.
And the value of that merchandise was more than $200, but less than 1,000?
Yes.
And that store was open to the general public?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor?
And you didn't have anybody's permission to take that property, did you, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, I do have to advise you, if I accept your plea, between the time that I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, that the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation, and you could not withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A1 probation.
That's here.
Sentencing in this matter will be
March 11th at 9 a.m.
March 11th, 2026, 9 a.m. That's before me. Bond will continue. Thank you. Sir, on your way out, my probation department is on the left-hand side down the hallway. You need to stop in there before you leave the building.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
And
Yep. And then,
Court calls the case, People versus Robert Harris. Hold it. Were you here? You're in this block too?
Yeah, Judge. I can stick around all day, you know.
Why are you threatening?
Your Honor, on this matter, we've very recently retained. We have
Gotcha.
received the police report, but we're awaiting further discovery for
Okay.
the adjourn date for PCC.
Probable cause conference, March. Hey, remind me, what did I set your other ones?
I believe
The 12th or 19th?
we have one on the 12th.
12th. March 12th, 2026, 9 a.m.
And Your
I
Honor.
don't know why I'm being so courteous today.
I appreciate it though,
No,
Judge.
but it's
You know,
really throwing me off. I feel that way.
well, continuing that, Your Honor, to ask Your
Now
Honor,
you're gonna mess it up.
I probably am. Your Honor,
You
I'm gonna
are?
bring up just
You're gonna mess it all up?
one part of bond today. Your Honor, that is that, I know, that is that Miss Hunter is currently wearing a tether. It's a GPS tether.
Mhm.
She's got a 16-year-old at home. She's a single mother. She's 37 years old with no prior record of any kind.
Free to put the tether on the child?
What's that?
Nothing.
You never want to offer that to
Yeah,
a parent of a
it's a
teenager,
teenage.
Judge.
Yeah.
But you know, it's interfering with a lot of parts of her life. She has not violated in any way since that thing was imposed. She has no interest in seeing the alleged victim of this case, and doesn't really have some pre-existing relationship with this person.
Bruce Bronson, people.
Your Honor, we'd ask each other to remain. I do know something from the odds where there was an egg assault conviction. But
For
this is an incident.
an egg assault on,
By this, the defendant has a conviction from 2008 or 9. So it's older. The reason I would request that it stay is this appears to be an incident that also involved various former and current relationships and overlays with all that. So I think that keeping them apart and knowing, giving the victim peace of mind is important. We haven't had a chance to contact the victim.
Yeah,
Contact the victim regarding that.
On information and belief, an ag assault was thrown out in the aughts. So I don't know if that's
No,
challenged anyway.
That's fine,
But-
but it's 8, that's, I was like 12 when that.
And so Your Honor, and these connections are alleged to be with the defendant's sister, not the defendant. So she really has no overlap unless you go through family and other things. She knows where the lines.
Who is this person
This is
in
a
relation
person.
to, the alleged victim is whom to this defendant?
So the alleged victim's baby's father was allegedly sleeping with the defendant's sister, which caused the alleged victim to go to the residence of the defendant's sister. And this incident
And she
arises,
happened to be there,
and,
and she's at her.
but we don't want to,
The defendant may have been at her sister's place, then this person comes there.
yes, that's on information and belief, Your Honor, that's all correct. There's no allegation of seeking out.
Other than that,
That's it, Judge.
is there any other connection that this individual would have with this person?
None whatsoever.
And she's got a GPS teller. So it's not even it's not even one that has an exclusion on it. It's just a GPS tracking where she's going.
I believe that's correct. There is a no-go-to here.
Right, there's a no-go-to, but I mean,
I don't want to speak out of turn, Your Honor. I do not.
no, I got you, and I realize you just got into this.
Some GPS tellers have what's called an exclusion zone.
Judge, my notes from the arraignment show an exclusion. GPS other was an exclusion.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna continue the defendant's bond, however, I'm gonna remove the GPS teller. I don't, if circumstances such as that, I don't see it a need for.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You'll, I'm sure, inform your client, don't give me reason to put it back on or incarcerate it, right?
Very clearly, Your Honor.
Huh?
Thanks again.
Yeah, well, yeah, so that there's an order to go over there.
Take care, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Edward Gross.
Morning, Your Honor. Maybe to go peaceful. This isn't public defender Jay Bellinger on behalf of Mr. Gross, who approaches Your Honor.